Harry, yeah, he lost his way.
Oh, he's going beautifully.
See what he wears?
Well, it's always been a bit like that.
Has he?
Yeah, always been a bit unusual. But making squillions, so good luck to him, having a great time. But Niall's having a birthday, and I wonder if Craig Gabriel, who's covering the US Open for us at Flushing Meadows, the men's final is underway, would be aware of his age. And I'm going to ask him in a second. Craig, good morning.
Hello, guys.
Now hold fire, because I get the other boys first, because you're often... Well, you know these people because you're in that sort of circle of celebrity.
Work in that circle, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Ramo, how old's Niall Horan, please?
29, 30, 30,
well,
29, 29.
Which one is that?
29.
You got one number.
29,
29, right.
29.
Why?
Because they were like 16 or something, weren't they?
I can't say too much.
33.
33 for Whitey, 29 for Ramo. Craig, how old is Niall Horan, please?
Well, let me just, before I give that, let me just say, no judgment on these guys. To quote one of Niall's albums, no judgment.
Yeah, I like that.
Put a little love on me. He's 31. 28, I mean. Tricked you.
You did trick it. He is 28. Spot on.
Yes.
Correct.
Spot on. Well done to you. He's 28 today. Happy birthday to Niall. Hey, Jared, just before we get back to the tennis with Craig, Jared Witt's 29 today, the captain of the Gold Coast Suns. Stella McCartney, the daughter of Paul and Linda, is 50 today. Happy birthday, Stella. The great Shane Keith Warne is 52 today. Kerry Stokes, owner of Channel 7, is 81 today. Gary Lyon, boy, was he happy on Friday night with the Ds. He's 54 today. One of my favourite athletes on the planet, Michael Johnson, the US sprinter, 200, 400, absolute legend. He's 54 today. Who will ever forget those gold shoes? And Peter Cetera, who had a very big hit with Glory of Love in 1986, of course, which was part of the Karate Kid theme songs. Magnificent. How good, Ramo?
Are you watching the new Karate Kid?
Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai?
Not yet.
Outstanding.
Is it?
Outstanding.
Right. Great.
Craig's still there?
Yeah, he's just hanging on because Peter Cetera is doing his thing. Just the power of Glory of Love for Peter Cetera. And Craig is doing our coverage of the US Open for Love too. It's the sort of guy he is, a Glory of Love over there at Flushing Meadows as Novak is on court, Craig. But let's go back a bit because we've had a fairly dramatic weekend.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's been quite outstanding. The women's final yesterday was just glorious stuff from both women, both teenagers. The way they handled themselves, the poise that they both had, the way they played, it was just glorious stuff. And Emma Raducanu, both are stars, but Emma Raducanu was just phenomenal. I mean, at 18 years of age, to win the U.S. Open, first British woman to win a major since Virginia Wade in 1977, and also Virginia Wade was the last British woman to win the U.S. Open back in 1968. So it really has shattered the record books, and well deserved. I mean, the suggestion is that she'll be awarded an MBE on the Queen's New Year's Honours List, and the Queen even sent her a message after she won the title.
I was talking about it earlier, Craig. I can't remember anything like this in tennis. Someone that had to qualify to get in, won all three qualifying matches without dropping a set, and then going on and not dropping a set through the entire tournament. And she's 18. It's just extraordinary.
It's just one of those incredible stories, isn't it? I mean, and when you break that down yet again, she didn't drop any more than 4 games in any one set during the main draw. I think she had 1-7-5 set in the qualifying, but that was it. She was so dominant and so composed with it all.
Yeah.
And, it was just absolutely remarkable. I mean, for somebody who's 18, playing only her second major, and in essence, only been on the tour 3 months. To be conducting herself like that is just superb. And the fact also is that before Wimbledon, she hardly had any matches because she was doing her final exams.
Yeah.
That adds to it all.
Is there anything, I mean, you've been covering tennis for a long time. Is there anything that comes close to that, or something that you can compare with when it comes to just a complete shock and just, this is sort of fairy tale stuff.
It is. It is a total Cinderella story. There's no two ways. I just want to say that Dylan Alcott, I'm just watching him on screen, he's just won the Golden Slam. They're applauding Dylan Alcott in the stadium with his trophy. I think he's poured a beer into his trophy, and he's just sculled it and turned the trophy upside down on his head. But that's the action. That's what's happening on the center court at the moment in the stands. But, getting back to your point...
So hang on. So the men's final's happening, and then Dylan's in the stands just sculling pots.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's Australian for you.
And Deidre de Groot of the Netherlands has also won a Golden Slam on the women's side of the wheelchair. But anyway, to the point, I can't remember somebody doing that in tennis before. And if it is the case, you'd have to go way, way back. I mean, somebody like, I don't know, Maureen Connolly or when Borg made his splash at Wimbledon, but never achieved what this girl has achieved.
Oh, we've just seen that vision of Dylan sculling the pot. He didn't get much in the gob. It's all down the front of his top. But anyway, well done to him. An outstanding performance. Is there the cotton wool buds? The walls of cotton wool come up now around Raducanu? There's a lot of conversation, Craig, across the weekend about the pressure now that's going to be on her. We've seen what's happened to Naomi Osaka. We've seen the whole Jennifer Capriati thing through the journey. She's going to be the darling of tennis for so long, and certainly from a European perspective. Is there a danger now that things get too big too quick for her?
Yeah. Look, I think the people around her will make sure that's not going to happen after they've seen what's gone on with Naomi Osaka. I mean, I think they'll be way more conservative. She's still going to get the endorsements. There's no two ways about it. When she looks the way she does and plays tennis the way she does, and that multi-million-dollar smile that she has, the endorsements are going to come thick and fast. There's no two ways. But I think they will, her parents and the people around her, the coaches and all that will have a major say. And then she'll be quite happy to get their guidance. And when you also look at it, those A-levels or the exams that she did, she excelled in maths and economics. So I think she'd be pretty clued up on it all.
So, Craig, what does that mean, way more conservative, in terms of her approach to how many tournaments she plays or the endorsement deals that she accepts? How do they be more conservative so, we don't have another Naomi Osaka incident where we want to always see our best tennis players on court?
Yeah, well, I think what I mean by that is, I think they will make sure about the endorsements. I mean, because they're flooding in already, no doubt. But also take it slowly, and people shouldn't be expecting her to win every match she plays. It's not going to be the case. And I'm not saying this would happen, but it would not surprise me if she suffers a bit of a letdown, and maybe for the next couple of tournaments that she plays, she doesn't perform as people think she should, by winning them or anything like that. But I think, they will certainly be very picky on what endorsements, what appearances and things like that she goes about and does.
What about Leylah, the vanquished in that women's final? Leylah Fernandez, a teenager herself, went through an amazing tournament to get to that stage. 6-4, 6-3 was the final score, as you said before. But she's got a fair bit happening in her world too, on the back of what we've seen then. Yeah,
absolutely. I think it goes for both of them, and I think we will see. This is the future of women's tennis, and we're going to see a lot more of them and playing each other a lot more. But Leylah handled herself so well. I don't know if you caught the speech at the end of during the presentation ceremony. Even Emma's speech acknowledging the history of women's tennis and stuff was just remarkable in British tennis for her. But so it's all pretty exciting stuff. But I also think, as far as Leylah is concerned, they will take it carefully. I think Naomi Osaka has been a big example to any young woman player or even young male player coming through, that you can't rush these things and just get obsessed with the whole thing.
Who wins this one today and on centre court between the boys?
5-3 Medvedev at the moment. And he was almost up a double break early in the set. But look, I mean, the crowd is a bit more with Djokovic for a change, and I guess they want to see history.
Yeah.
And look, at the moment, I'd still say Djokovic, and people have said, well, if he loses the first set, there's no big deal. The last 4 matches he's played, he's lost the first set and ended up winning. But yeah, that's the thing. Look, I pick him at the moment, but you know, I would like to see Medvedev win because I really like the guy. I like him personally, and I like the way he plays.
All right, 5-4-3 at the moment. Novak serving to get it to 5-4 in the first set of the men's final at Arthur Ashe Stadium at Flushing Meadow. Craig, it's been a joy and a pleasure to be spending time with you the last couple of weeks. We appreciate that, and we look forward to catching up with you again very, very soon, my friend. Go well.
That's the glory of love. Goodbye.